Okay, Mr. T's Bonsai-ease. Zav, this one's for you. This is the Pinus strobus I bought in summer. As you can see from the overlay right now, how much growth there was on it. I trimmed it back. I've been doing a little bit of light pruning to put it back to this kind of a shape. That's the trunk line I'm going for in there that I'm seeing. So I just saw your video and inspired me to just get on with this. Get on. I thought, you know, Pinus strobus, white pine, I thought I could only really work on it in the spring, not to touch it now, but you know, I'm eager to have a crack at it. So yeah, so I did notice there's a lot of the golden needles starting to turn yellow, which I hope is just, yeah, normal for the time of year. It's mid-September actually. I'm gonna be taking the young man up to university, start university next week. So let's give this a clean. Let's start giving this a bit of a clean out of the see all the yellow needles here. Let's give it a clean out.
Doing nothing. Was just yesterday we were all 10, running round Eatonville, and now soccer's going uni.
Alright. How's that looking? Looking nice, actually. Looking nice. Still looking nice and bushy. So the first thing that needs to be tackled now, what I'm looking at, is the bulges on the trunk line. You see down here, there are at least 4 branches coming off the same point. It's going to cause a bulge there. It cannot be allowed to continue. And further up the tree, if I get there, you'll see another 3 branches coming off at that point. Again, that's going to cause a bulge. We got to resolve that by chopping them off, basically. So the first place we start when looking at this tree is, what is going to be my front? You can see at the bottom there's quite a bit of a graft going on, and it's far more exposed on this side than on the other side. This doesn't look like a nice front to me. I think this one, where it's the thicker part is behind the tree, this side, this is a bit more of an attractive kind of front. So we'll work the tree in that way. And now that we have a front, I'm looking at the lower branches. Which are the branches I'm going to keep? What's going to be my first branch, which would determine a lot of the rest of the structure of the tree. I'm looking at the ramification. This one has better ramification on it than others, so that's what I think we'll go with. Then moving up the tree, I'm thinking of, see the bit I'm pulling away at the right? I'm thinking of discarding that completely, and this element on the left at the top, that would be the crown of my tree. It's got better taper. I'm more attracted to that. The other design element here is at the top of the tree, we've got these 2 thick, similar thickness trunks next to each other, high up on the tree. We need to remove one. So I'm going to start trimming away elements that are superfluous to what I think is the basic core design, and let's see what we get to. So here's a novel bonsai technique. I am going to tie these up, so to remove them from my sight, to help me easier see the tree not without the structure, which I do not want. How about that?
Jumping off rocks like the cliffs of Dover. So I'll tell you once again,
I've decided the tree is going to come this way. This is going to be the apex here, so I'm thinning out this side. Simple as that.
electricity, electricity, charging all the way to Leicester City. Electricity, electricity, charging all the way to Leicester City.
No more curfews at 11:30. He's gonna find himself at Loughborough Uni. No more curfews at 11:30. He's gonna find himself at Loughborough Uni. 5 of us are disbanded. 3 of us gone uni, some of us graduated. 3rd of us got 1 more year. Another's doing dentistry, I'm next in line. Sarah, you're in the middle of it. I know it can't be too fun. It was really rough for me. Now my heart is with you. But if you try your best, I swear it'll all pay off.
So at this point, decided to use another technique. Got a bit of a copper wire in my hand. It's quite reasonable gauge. It looks about 2.5 mil, 3 mil maybe. Just making a U bend in it, and I'm going to take the lower branch and pin it down with that copper wire. You can see there, it's brought the branch down nice and horizontal, and now I'm going to just trim away some top and bottom branches on that branch right here, trimming them away. The top one's pointing up and the one's pointing down, and it will make a nice little pad. Let's have a look. There you go.
Grow up, felt like we would never get older. Even though we're all doing our own stuff, I still remember when we was in strollers. While some of us
And you can see the trunk line really coming out now. It's got some nice movement in it. Just going to carry on doing some trimming. This is when it becomes a bit tricky with the few remaining branches left behind. Which ones am I going to keep and which ones am I going to discard?
Alright, still stacking up folders. Think summer just works with boulders. And nobody knows what Abby does. Run 10k each year just for the cause. Crazy one day we all gonna have in-laws. Hang pictures of us up on their walls. Don't know that we ever even made these songs. And though I'm going to another place, know that it's all Southland where I belong. Take one small step like Neil Armstrong. Tell the fam, don't worry, I won't be long.
It's these 3 down here is causing me a problem. 1, 2, 3. I don't like it. I have to get rid of one. I just don't like it.
Another days are starting to shrink. Was just yesterday we were chilling. Round bars near doing nothing. Was just yesterday we were all 10. Running round Eatonville.
Okay, and I've made a decision. This one's going to come off. Let's just bite the bullet. There you go. What are we left with? So I'm pretty sure I wanted to make this trunk on the left my apex. So you can see from the segment below it's kind of straight. So I'm putting the wire, the plastic wire thing, to pull it up using the thicker branch moving to the right to leverage off, and I'm moving what I want, the thinner branch on the left, to be my crown. So I've another bonsai technique there. And now I'm just doing a few more fiddles with the branches to see which ones I want to keep and how I can twist and turn them before I make the final big chop. So much for that. Alright, there you go. That's what I'm working with in branch structure. I'm not gonna wire it now.